So we moved to London, and of course I thought, what does every other female expat do when they move to London from a smaller city? We start a vlog, right? That's the normal thing to do. How could we not? My day job is a freelance retoucher. Well, that means I could start a retouching channel and share all the knowledge I gained. But how on earth would I compete with the content that's out there? I did try to start a channel 14 years ago, so apologies to the 12 subscribers I gained from that, because this channel is completely pivoting. Well, not entirely. There'll be some Photoshop goodness. I have a plan to make it somewhat appealing to a not so niche audience. I think this is the part where I tell you to like and subscribe. No pressure, but like and subscribe. But being 35 and realizing that you've dedicated most of your adult life to perfecting one skill isn't the healthiest. Is this my midlife crisis? Am I the voice of a generation?
You out, but I think that I may be the voice of my generation.
During COVID, I did start embroidery and punch needling, which I still do love, so maybe that could be included. I love history, it's probably my main interest, and I live in London, so again, how do I compete with what's out there? Am I doing this to compete with anyone? Am I the one that flips the Monopoly board, says I'm not playing anymore and go cry in my room? Absolutely. I have stopped and started this so many times. I've completely threatened to start a channel for probably a year and a half. I've given up mainly due to pressure of making it look so professional from the start, but I have to accept it's a game of trial and error. I will progress. The thought of having to film everything I do is also daunting. I'm from the time of film cameras where every shot matters, so why would I take photos and video of everything? I have slowly tried over the years. I have to get better, I suppose. Gotta keep relevant with the kids. I also have the face for radio, so there's that too. So here it goes. Welcome to my life as a freelancing house troll. I'm doing this. It's been a year and a half of me starting and stopping, and now I'm doing this. I'm putting my life on the internet because apparently that's what you do. That's what you do when you're 35 and having a midlife crisis that everyone can see and enjoy and troll and all of that. So what am I doing here? It's a great question. I'm sorry for the noise outside. There's tree cutting, or there's like a and some banging. Something's happening. I'm not gonna look. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? So I moved to London in 2022. It's been almost 2 years of being here. I obviously am incredibly inspired to do a lot of filming in London, teach myself a new skill. As I said in my intro of this intro, that I really concentrated a lot of my life on being the best retoucher I could be, the best at my career, which is good. I feel like I've got some incredible clients. I've met amazing people along the way. I do feel like I need something that's very me, a proper creative project. So one of the things about working from home when everyone else is at their very normal job in the office, I do miss office life sometimes because I feel like I don't miss the politics, obviously. I don't miss drama, or I'm not very productive in an office. I'm just putting it out there. I find I'm very productive at home. I also work all hours, which is probably also very unhealthy. But that's just how it works with freelancing, I suppose. And things do get a little bit lonely. Things do. So working in an office. When last was I in an office? I would say 2017, I think it was. I actually I left my job because my dad got quite ill, and I was freelancing in my spare time, and I was doing so much freelancing that my salary was peanuts compared to what I was earning after hours. I would be working every evening and every weekend to just try and it's so hard. What was I trying to do? I was just trying to be trying to have the things that I always wanted. So I think that was my motivation for freelancing. Also, I find that when you have really terrible jobs, they tend to be motivation for you to not be in them. So use your bad job experiences as motivation to just like overcome and become better at what you do. Not saying that my last job was the last job I had, and I'll go into it in my second video, was really great. I worked with a lot of people who were amazing. I loved what we were working on. It was in publishing. We worked on magazine images that definitely helped my portfolio. Worked with amazing stylists, amazing writers, amazing photographers. It was an amazing environment, but the two jobs I had before that were terrible. So I think that they motivated me to like never be in that situation again where I was in just not a good place. I think that now I am working for myself, and I am doing and working with a lot of amazing people. I'm saying amazing a lot. But it does get lonely, and it does mean that I'm talking to my cats. So yeah, this is what we're doing now. All the internal dialogue that I have in my head all the time. Oh, that's another thing. Did you know that some people don't have internal dialogue? There's a thing, I will find it, but it's basically, they did a study on if you tell people an apple, like if you tell them an apple, like do you imagine something in your head? And there's a scale ranging from an apple that's pretty photographic in detail to like something a bit more flat, just a shape of an apple, and then nothing. Some people do not have the ability to like, they can't, it's crazy. Anyway, so I'm definitely the photographic apple person. If someone says something to me, I envision it in my head, and I have a constant inner dialogue of, oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and I might be crazy, I don't know, but I feel like there are other people like me, so maybe they understand. But this is what it is. So if you are keen on, what was my list? Interiors, freelancing, cats, London, history, I guess pop culture, there'll probably be some of that in there. But yeah, like and subscribe. And that's it. I think that's it. Is that it? Maybe.